Now, IGNACIO de Loyola, being the founder of the Jesuit order, he himself was the founder of the Illuminati. Not as later, through distortion of history, perversion of the gospel, and as a cover-up, even some Protestant historians and some even called Christian writers are pointing to the fact there were two ex-Jesuit priests, the ones that became the founders of the Illuminati. That is another lie of the same Jesuit order, another deceit, another way of framing up and bring about another cover-up to keep themselves protected against any light upon their darkness. About IGNACIO de Loyola, before he became the founder of his own religious order as the Companies of Jesus, what was his organization? Previous to the Jesuit order, what was him the leader of? He was the leader of a secret, mysterious organization that was no other than the Illuminati. Los Alumbrados, in Spanish, from the Latin root that came the transliteration. The Illuminati, meaning, as a transliteration, Los Alumbrados. That IGNACIO of Loyola already established right from the beginning. There was no other person that did it. IGNACIO of Loyola. The flag that they even have among the Illuminati was taken, along with the constitutions of the Illuminati, was taken into the Jesuit order. As a matter of fact, the very constitutions of the Jesuit order that IGNACIO brought to Pope Paul III, these were most of the rules, the secret constitution of the Illuminati struggle. So much evidence and proof about how evil the Jesuit religious order is, right from the beginning and establishment, beginning with his founder, a pagan, a satanic instrument of satanic power to the point of levitation. He will levitate, giving lectures to his disciples. He levitated in the air. That is how powerful his mystical powers were of IGNACIO of Loyola. And that is how powerful the religious order began to work and function in the world through occult, through powers of darkness, through especially the 7 steps of the spiritual exercises, visualization, where hypnosis and all kind of behavioral sciences are employed and deployed and implemented throughout such diabolic experiences. Very religious, but very satanic. Every connection of every phase of the occult meet the experiences of IGNACIO of Loyola, from Spiritismo to Satanismo, from Satanismo to Voodoo, from Voodoo to every other phase of the occult, to Santeria. Every one of these phases meet their common point in history. As a matter of fact, you can see what we are dealing with. We are dealing with the powers of darkness on earth as their executioners, the ones that carry out the missions of the devil on earth through mystical powers, to back the political power, to back the religious power of the papacy. Satanic, secret organization of the Illuminatis, being so that he was the founder before he left the army. He left the army and became fully engaged and bringing more members from all the monarchies, from monarchs to princes and countesses and countesses and princesses. They were being enrolled among the Illuminatis and his organization. This is why when the inquisitors, by the time that the inquisitors finally put their hands on him and said, "You are arrested and you are going to be convicted of a crime against the Catholic faith," because you are holding secret meetings against Catholic teaching. He immediately told the inquisitors, now, on the contrary, we are protecting and defending and preserving Catholic teaching from our position in secret. We are watching for those who are not faithful to Catholic faith. On the contrary, we are helping and assisting the preservation of the papacy that is about to fall. The inquisitor here, very serious, Ignacio de Loyola, this very mystical individual, Ignacio of Loyola, the man that after he was arrested and convicted and already prepared to die in fire, burned alive, already, he immediately was called saying that he had a special permission by the General Inquisitor to present himself before the Pope, Pius III, in order to reveal to the Pope himself what he knew about those who were conspiring against the papacy. This is when Ignacio Loyola was brought to the very presence of this Pope, under the safeguard of the armies of several kings in Europe. They all joined. This is why the political power had that influence to stop the inquisitor, even the General Inquisitor. The letters that came from princes, the letters that came from emperors and kings in Europe, protecting Ignacio of Loyola, stopping his death, accused of heresy against Catholic faith. You can see that he had very little time to prepare himself and to prepare for his introduction to Pope and to bring him facts, documents, that he and his secret meeting around Europe was protecting the papacy, was protecting the Pope, was defending the Catholic faith. He must prove it. And he did it. He brought the very constitutions of the Illuminati, where he declared a universal government and a universal religion. Now, he arranged to be that religion, the Roman Catholic religion. Who are the greatest authors of ecumenicals? Who are the greatest authors of the charismatical renewal? Who has been the authors of all the so-called renewal, even from the Council of Trent down to our day? As a matter of fact, who were the authors of the Counter-Reformation as a way of renewal? The beginning of all the renewals in the Roman Catholic system began with the Council of Trent. Some people believe it was the Vatican Council II. That is wrong. It's a distortion of reality, historical realities. The Jesuits begin the charismatical renewal already in the Council of Trent, with the Council of Trent and by the Council of Trent. Was in favor of the Protestants? No, against it. But in a very sophisticated, theological, philosophical way. Today, more than theology and philosophy, the Jesuit order is using among the ecumenicals and charismatica psychology. All the behavioral science are being implemented to carry out. Mystically speaking, is even dealing with parapsychology. As a matter of fact, with hypnosis to transcendental meditation. Listen to this right now. Again, listen very well. I'll give all the things to thee, if thou wilt fall down and worship me. This is how the devil challenged Christ himself in person. Physically in person. physically in person. Can you imagine that the church will be less? The church has been challenged in that direction to